how I became a social media manager, why I got into the industry of the done-for-you services and business offers. So this is the story time for today. I know it's been quite a while and it's been quite a journey for me as far as my business goes. So I wanted to share that with you and kind of share my background and experiences and why I even decided to become a social media manager, having been in so many different businesses. So that's what we're talking about today. My name is Jelena Ostrovska from jelenaostrovska.com, and I am officially a social media manager, have been one for over a year at this point, and I'm also a content marketing strategist and consultant for six-figure female coaches, consultants, course creators, and service providers. And my main offer has been social media management since the year of 2021. So I'll share with you why I got started as one and really what was kind of like happening before, because there are so many different business models these years, and that I kind of get this question a lot, is like, how did you get started? Why did you get started? What was it that made you want to manage other people's social media accounts? So I used to actually not want to do anything that I do today. Never in a million years would I see myself running a freelance business, or then even thinking of doing running an agency. So it's been kind of interesting, because back in 2016 I've actually been doing some websites on the side. I have built my own website. I have done a lot of things myself, because I did get started in network marketing in 2013. So it was I don't know, I was 18 years old when I got started. I didn't have a whole lot of budget. My family was supporting me, but I never asked them for a lot of big financial investments, because I don't know, I was I'm just gonna bootstrap my way and I'm gonna figure it out, and I'm only gonna ask for the bare minimum. So that's kind of how it happened. And so obviously I DIY'd a lot of things in my business. I figured out lead generation, I figured out digital marketing, I figured out how to create content. I literally studied everything I could on YouTube for free in the beginning. So every single time somebody asked me hey, I want to start a business but I don't have the budget, I'm go to YouTube. And I got into digital marketing in 2014. So, and I started learning about affiliate marketing, and I actually started learning how social media works and how marketing works. And yeah, the end of 2014 was a journey of learning things. And also on top of it, English is my second language. It's not my native language, so it was a lot of translation for me. It was just so many different moving pieces as far as learning digital marketing. I never got a degree of digital marketing. I've never gotten any kind of certification prior to the year of 2021. So yeah, I got into affiliate marketing, and I was I'm just gonna figure it out. I'll see what everybody else is doing. And thankfully, we obviously do have the internet. Now, while I was learning digital marketing, I was, obviously creating content. I was kind of trying to ease myself into video. I wasn't really able to, get in front of the camera and talk freely like I talk right now. I don't have the script right now for this video. This is more a heart-to-heart kind of video, I guess. So back in the days, I would actually script all of my videos, and I would do all that stuff, write it out sentence by sentence. But yeah, these days it's a lot easier. So me learning marketing and digital marketing and social media content creation from the end of 2014 all the way probably to the middle of 2015, or moving towards the end of 2015, it was really just a learning curve. I felt that was my first year of university, and while I implemented a lot, it wasn't really bringing any money or any results. I was making some money here and there, but it wasn't anything consistent. I wasn't even making a profit at the time. I was just barely making anything to cover the expenses that I had at the time. And then 2016 was kind of the breakthrough year. I started making some profit. I got offered an opportunity to become a coach, a business coach, inside of the marketing community that I was in at the time. And I was you know what, I'm gonna say yes. Now, that was not cheap. It was a multi four-figure investment to get certified. And then I was able to work with clients, and we have gone through a very long process of getting certified as a coach. It was a lot of like training and coaching and consulting, and we learned the whole curriculum of like how to take the client from like place A to plan B. And so yeah, like I was coaching all the way until, I believe, until 2019. And I was kind of coaching in the company, and I was having my own clients as well. So, and it was like a mix between business coaching and between like consulting, kind of like telling people what to do. But like I was personally tired of the mindset training. I was tired of having clients that just didn't do the work. And you know, obviously we all have limiting beliefs and we all have all that kind of stuff. So like working through that with them, like it was a journey for me as a coach at the time, because I was like, what, 20, 21, 22, 23. And, you know, my mindset was kind of already there, but like we all struggle with mindset here and there, like whether you're a mindset coach or you're not a mindset coach, it's still a journey and it's a process for everybody, right? Now, in 2019, I pretty much stopped coaching, or like at least took a break. Like I did not want to do mindset coaching. I did not want to do like any of that. It was like frustrating because I'm like, every single client that I work with, they all had such great potential. Like some clients made a lot of money. Like some clients were having extremely great breakthroughs and everything, but then some clients, they were like, oh, like I just, you know, I overthink myself, and they wouldn't get past it. Like they would just be stuck in their mindset block, and no matter how I coached them through it, like they were stubborn, right? So that was kind of the hard part for me. I'm like, I just don't know if I really have the patience. Like I'm the no bullshit, cut straight, like I'm a straight shooter when it comes, like, and I'm very blunt with, you know, the way I position myself online. So I was like, you know what, like I want to work with people that are ready to take action, that want to implement the things that I'm teaching. So at the end of 2019, I decided to figure out like what I want to do next. And essentially, like I was like, okay, so what is my strength? And my strength really throughout all these years has been content marketing, organic growth, networking, and just like really getting zoned in on that. So then I started launching I launched my digital program, the Content Empire. I also launched a content to sales masterclass, which I am going to be redoing at some point because it's a really valuable masterclass. So I really want to put it out there. Check the link in the description if it's there. If not, get on my newsletter and you're going to get it eventually. So yeah, like I was like, I have really been the content machine for a very long time. Like I have been extremely consistent with my content marketing efforts. I have been consistent with blogging. I have published so many YouTube videos and live videos, and that's really how people really viewed me at. I was like, what am I known for? Because, you know, everybody needs that one thing, and my one thing really became content marketing and organic growth and really getting visible online and on social media and getting in front of your ideal clients. And then I kind of started like doing some consulting. I was doing like some one-on-one coaching, consulting, like consultation calls, should I say, and I would like coach people through Messenger and, you know, through master classes and things like that, through like some group settings. And then 2020 pandemic happened. That's kind of when I was like, okay, I'm gonna launch these master classes, I'm gonna like do all of that. And you know, I still obviously kept building my personal brand. I was still creating content. I didn't have everything figured out. Like 2020 was like the year when some people launched a lot of things. And I mean, I launched my course, I launched like content to sales masterclass, and I think I launched something else. I can't remember what it was. Like, well, actually it was a 12-month content calendar. So that was kind of the first thing that I guess really propelled me into creating a social media management business. But even in 2020, I didn't know that I was going to do that. Like I was like not even like considering doing social media management. I was like, I'm just going to do consulting, I'm going to do that. And then 2021 happened, and yeah, like beginning of 2021, I launched my social media management services. And honestly, the way that I did that, I was like, how can I really help people like with something tangible? Because for me personally, like coaching and like was a little bit hard, because I'm like, I'm just selling like Like, and I know this is like such a bullshit thing to say, but I was like, at the time, I felt like I was just selling a bunch of coaching calls. So I didn't really know what was like the result that I was selling. And with social media management, for me, like having a tangible offer, like something that I do for you, like I create content, I strategize with you, we create a content marketing strategy and a plan, we create a content calendar, we, figure out the engagement strategy, we figure out your competitors. So like there's so many things that go into that. And honestly, that excited me so much. I was like, this is like, when I see what I'm doing with a client, it just gave me like, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? It gave me that, not necessarily reassurance, but it was more about like, I feel like I'm really doing something that's helping people. And it was saving the time, saving the energy, a lot of times saving the money, because my clients don't have to spend all the money on tools and content creation systems and stuff like that I like take myself, and I spend on myself. So I was like, I really feel like I'm doing something, right? And the way that I launched it in 2021, I believe it was January, I was just like, I'm just gonna send an email to my email list, and one person responded, and we had, a sales call, and then like it was some time before we got started, and then pretty much that was my first client that I was managing the account for. Now, the way that I got to this point, now a lot of the times people say, well, how, like, what do you need to start as a social media manager? So I did have a lot of experience. Like, I had a lot of experience managing my own platforms, really staying consistent, creating content marketing plans, creating content calendars, creating, writing captions. Like, I had a lot of experience with writing, between me writing blog posts to writing like really long social media status updates on Facebook and even Instagram, and creating video content for myself. So, and then like also coaching my clients through that, like, and consulting them on how to create effective content. So, because I always have felt like content marketing is like one of the most important things for a business owner, for any business, is making sure that you're staying visible. And then obviously, 2020 kind of made me realize, like a lot of businesses are going online, with like lockdowns and everything like that. So a lot of businesses have been suffering, and a lot of them have, unfortunately been forced to shut down. So for me, I was like, I really feel like I had something. And I mean, 2021, obviously, like some countries were still locked down. Not everybody was like back outside. And yes, I was like, this is really like exciting for me to actually do something. And I've always been enjoying, I guess, the done for you aspect, but I would always tell myself, no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to have an agency. And now I'm at a point in my business where I'm like, okay, so I may be going into like agency, like mini boutique, something like that, like kind of social media management agency. Now, not like a big ass agency when like we offer everything, but like that's kind of my zone of genius, is content creation and social media. So yeah, and the way that I guess I got really started into this, I was like, okay, so I have a specific set of skill sets, right? So I know how to create content, I know how to write, and I've already been doing this for myself. So if you're watching this video, if you're still here, like, by the way, I really appreciate you watching all the way through right now. Definitely hit subscribe button, or consider hitting subscribe button down below if you enjoy this kind of content. This was like more of like an impromptu video, I guess, just kind of sharing my overall experience. But the way to get started as a social media manager, I feel like you gotta have some sort of experience. So it doesn't matter if it's gonna be for your own account or for somebody else, or you're gonna manage like a friend's account, do something, right? Like I always say, make yourself your best client. And that's kind of what happened to me. Every single time somebody asks me for my portfolio or the work that I have done, I'm like, literally go look at my Instagram account. Like, scroll all the way, like as long as you want to go to. And I'm like, I really consider myself my best client, because what I've done for myself has worked incredibly well. And then I use my own experience as a way to help people. And, a lot of people don't have the energy or the time or the bandwidth to create and edit and do all those like tedious things. So for me, it comes naturally and easy. Like, I love this stuff. But a lot of business owners, their time is better off spent elsewhere than editing an Instagram reel. You know what I mean? So there's that. And, the other thing that really helped me, I guess, was, the overall demand for social media management was the fact that, like people actually need this service. Like, not everybody is going to pay, for consulting, or like at least At least that was like my mindset. Now for you, it may be a little bit different. For you, like people are probably going to pay for consulting and coaching, and like people pay for that all the time. But for me, it was like the most natural thing to sell. Like I didn't have to explain it to anybody. I'm like, this is really what I offer. Like, do you want to, manage your own social media, or do you want to hand it off to me? And you're essentially going to be in your zone of genius. I'm going to be in my zone of genius, and it's a win-win situation for both of us, right? So that's really kind of it in a nutshell. So if you have any questions about me starting as a social media manager, definitely let me know down below into the comments. But I will say this, like something that has really, I guess, helped me even with my own business, especially starting social media management business, was the overall organization part. Because I started it and I was like, I'm just gonna see what happens. Like, I don't know if I'm even gonna like keep doing it, but I just launched it because I just felt like it was the right thing to do. As soon as you have that gut feeling like, oh, sounds like it's gonna be a great offer, sounds like it's gonna be, a hit. And then I did not know what I really got myself into until, I started working with clients, and I was like, oh, okay, so I have to essentially get organized. I have to use the tools to, create content for clients, because in the very first client I have worked with for social media management, he kind of trusted me in full. Like I would create the content, and like I knew his brand and everything, and I knew his brand voice and what kind of things he would say and would not say on social media. And then I just kind of created and published without even him giving me the approval. Now other clients are different. They were like, I kind of want to see what you're posting before you're posting, because like we all have like different cultures. Like I may write something wrong. So I figured that I needed to build out the systems for that. The other thing was, taking payments and having contracts set up, because like some of those things were really taken a long time for me to figure out, sending out proposals, and like it was not streamlined at all in the beginning. Like I didn't even know what to charge. So like I charged like the bare minimum that I could, think, given my experience at the time. And then the other thing was also like, understanding the client's brand voice. That's a big thing. That's like a huge thing when it comes to like really managing somebody else's account. And that's the question that gets asked a lot, is like, how are you gonna speak the same way that I speak? You know what I mean? So I've managed accounts of, country women, moms that, have a thick accent. I've also managed, UK clients that have a very different language from the American English, obviously. I've, managed accounts of, like a lot of like Southern business owners. That has been kind of my demographic, like that I've worked with. And, so it's been interesting. So you really learn a lot while you manage other people's businesses, and while you kind of like put their shoes on you in a good sense, in a good way. And then you're able to really like kind of merge with their brand and really like kind of like replace them, I guess, in a sense, or like they're able to clone themselves like through you. So that has been really the most exciting part for me when it comes to social media management. So definitely enjoying it. And if you want me to share any videos around that, definitely let me know. But so far that concludes my video. That has been my overall experience with getting started and then moving into the social media management. Now, is this gonna be like the end thing that I do all the time? Honestly, I have no idea. Like for now, that's what I do, and that's probably gonna be like this for the next, 1, 2, maybe 3 years, and then we're gonna see from there. So, and I will leave you here with a lesson. Do not be afraid to launch something. See if you enjoy doing it, and if that's something you're gonna continue. Do not feel bad for, opening up an offer and then closing it down, because sometimes things don't work out and other times they do. So you get to experience the business and, keep doing it until you do find something that you enjoy doing. So anyways, it's been kind of long video, I guess. Like, I don't know what the time, the timer says, probably around 20 minutes. But I really hope this was eye-opening as far as like how to get started. So again, any questions, let me know below. Feel free to hit the subscribe button and the like button, and also the bell sign to get notified every time there is a new video content, which is every single week. And with that being said, I appreciate you. I hope you have an amazing day. And before you leave, these are the videos that I suggest for you to check out on my channel, and there's like hundreds more. So definitely check those out, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.